All right, guys, so we are going to chat about, Coach Eric and Coach Alice are going to chat about doing some SMR with a barbell, so get some good pressure on some tight tissues to help open them up. Obviously, after a workout, a lot of times we use barbells, so the barbell's out, ready to go. You can elevate the barbell with some plates to hit some areas, and you can throw the barbell in a rack to hit other areas. Today we're just going to go with just a barbell, no plates, no rack, and most of the stuff will be on the ground. Either seated or supine. So we'll do a barbell forearm smash, so hitting our flexors. So in CrossFit, we all the pulling we do, whether it be rope climbs, pull-ups, ring rows, or just gripping the bar, flexors can light up like crazy. Some people can develop kind of fairly bad medial epicondylitis, so a lot of pain at the insertion of all those flexors. This is really just kind of pressure to feel. So make sure you're not going through pain or anything like that, but slight discomfort's okay. And you can roll all the way up to the wrist to hit that distal insertion. And you can roll that guy all the way back up where they insert proximally at the elbow. And hang out, get some good pressure. I wouldn't go more than like 90 seconds, 2 minutes absolute tops on this. You don't want to just absolutely destroy them. And this would be a good movement to use the fat end of the bar, not the 28 millimeter grip portion of the barbell. From there, you can kind of roll, right? Maybe you want to go open up your arm a little bit more, almost like you're doing kind of a modified twisted cross. Actually, not like a twisted cross at all. Let's get that barbell in line with your body. And then we can smash that bicep a little bit. Any pulling that involves the grip is also going to involve all those flexors of the elbow. So bicep brachialis, brachioradialis. So from there, Eric's actually kind of into the next one as well, kind of going to the shoulder a little bit. So he could roll down and smash kind of the more distal insertion of the bicep.
Oh, yeah.
Good. And in turn, he can kind of rock that guy all the way up into the shoulder, hit a little more of that anterior delt into your pecs a little bit. And you can, if you want, you can drape your leg over that bar to get a little more pressure if you want to.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
So yeah, basically that
Oh,
chest wall, that anterior shoulder, all that good stuff.
Feel free, guys, to just throw in some random articulations. So going through some of the phases of motion that you'd normally do, some internal external rotations, or just pronating and supinating, and find some of those spicy areas, because sometimes it may not be necessarily right there for you, and you got to kind of move around a little bit to find like, oh, okay, that's the spot, right?
Yeah. Yeah, let's definitely move around, find some sticky stuff.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's good.
So we got a couple of our bodies. So basically we hit the flexors, we can hit biceps and brachialis. We can get into the shoulders, the little anterior shoulder into the pec. And then probably for me personally, one of my favorites is going to be hitting your adductors. So we do a lot of adductor stretches in our warm-ups. But a lot of times it can really be tough to hit that insertion and actually find a way to get some decent pressure on this. And this is straight from the man, Kelly Starrett himself. It's also tough if Eric goes to a chiro. I mean, if Eric wanted someone to work on his adductors, he's getting, very close to a very private area for himself. So in turn, someone may not want to dive into that and dig in there. So you can use a barbell instead of someone's hands and really open that area up. He can once again drape that leg on top if he wants to get a little bit more pressure.
Oh.
And adductors, a lot of people are tighter than they think. They can limit your squat, your ability to push open your knees, especially after running. They can get really, really tight if you sprint hard and you're running correctly. So adductors are nice, and then from there we can just kind of change the orientation of the barbell or yourself based on your space, and we can kind of roll up those quads a little bit. So a couple things on those quads. So you can really use your hands to apply some good pressure. So one thing, Eric, try this
less
for me.
pressure. I can't.
Oh, less pressure.
So I'm resisting a little bit. I have to ease into it a little bit for my quads.
So go ahead. Quads are a good one to do a contract, relax. So go ahead, take a deep breath and contract hard the quads. Contract, contract, contract. And then as you exhale, relax. And allow that bar to sink in nice and deep. Yeah.
If you have knee pain,
yeah.
This guy.
Yeah, so if you're getting stuff around the patella, so whether it's patella ligament below the patella or the patellar tendon, which is above the patella, quads can be really, really tight. Once again, tighter than you think. And this isn't so Eric, if you do a normal quad stretch, do you feel an amazing stretch?
No, and I rarely experience knee pain, and I'm
Yeah.
already like, this is, yeah.
So as soon as we're actually like expressing some force or some pressure on the fascia, the myofascial system, it changes a little bit as opposed to just doing a normal static stretch or something like that. So SMR stuff goes a long ways and can be very productive, more so than just doing normal static stretches. There are other variations you can utilize with a barbell. We'll chat about some of those in the future, but these are some basic ones to once again hit forearms, biceps, shoulder, quads, and adductors. And ask a coach if you have any questions. Check out the mobility and the cash out. The big M is the mobility section, and maybe try some of the stuff that we write up.
Thanks for watching, guys.
No same game.